They're rubbing their eyes. Oh, it's so.
Nobody's crying for him. He doesn't have. You don't have to feel
LeBron
sorry for him
because he went to L.A. and he ain't going to the play. I'm rubbing my glasses. That's how much I'm upset. I can't believe LeBron not going to the playoffs and everybody picking on Bronny. That ain't right, Bronny.
Oh, yeah. It is the Odd Couple. And I'm Chris Broussard alongside my partner,
Rob Parker.
And we are coming to you live from the Geico Fox Sports Radio studios. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote. And I tell you, we got another great show for you. You will not want to touch that dial for the next 3 hours because it is about to get live on your radio dial. I'm telling you that.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We got so much, Rob, to talk about. Obviously, the NCAA tournament is about to get underway tomorrow. They play the playing games tomorrow, right? For the few teams that are in that category. So that'll be fun. Had a great weekend of college basketball, of course. Also some pro footballs. People still... It's like dog LeBron James season. I mean, maybe all the people that were quietly hating on LeBron for the past decade
the only thing I don't like
are coming out of the woodwork. You weren't quietly hating on him.
No.
You were publicly hating on him, so you're not in that category.
But the only thing is, if you criticize, why you got to be a hater because you criticize?
Because some of it is just
that's what we do.
Out of bounds.
It's so bad. Did you see how they got embarrassed to the Knicks yesterday, Chris?
Yes,
Did you watch the end of that game?
I saw it.
Did you see LeBron at the end?
I saw it.
Okay. I'm just saying.
But that's not where the criticism.
That
wasn't even the criticism. That's my point.
I'm just saying.
The criticism has to be based on some facts, some truth, I think. And so we'll get into all that.
Optics is called optics.
All right, we'll have a lot of fun with that.
Everybody, LeBron, everybody, look, they're rubbing their eyes. Oh, it's so.
Nobody's crying for him. He doesn't have. You don't have to feel sorry for him
because he went to L.A. and he ain't going to the play. I'm rubbing my glasses. That's how much I'm upset. I can't believe LeBron not going to the playoffs and everybody picking on Bronny. That ain't right, Bronny. Bronny.
I don't know what I'm not sure even what to make of that. I really don't know but that was good.
You never rubbed your glasses like that?
Not my glasses, no.
Usually your eyes. Bronny, everybody's all worked out.
No, everybody's not, because half the people are killing him.
Everybody got their panties in the bunch.
We'll see. We'll get to that. All right, it's not LeBron time yet. All right. Second hour, Dante Jones. I want to hear you do your little crying thing with Dante, because he's a former teammate of LeBron's.
He's another one.
You know he's going to defend him. You know LeBron. He is. But
hey, anybody
else,
he'll
give us some insight.
Anybody
some
would take 27, 8,
well, they would.
Anybody would take that, but they wouldn't take that LeBron has just about the same amount of wins.
Would anybody
that pathetic team had a year ago.
Would anybody not take 27, 8?
No, they would want to be in the playoffs is what they would want to be.
Well, you know what? Anthony Davis is, as great as he is, he's not in the playoffs either.
And neither is LeBron, so they belong together.
But I'm saying, don't sneeze at 27. I would definitely take 27.
That's not what LeBron came to L.A. for, Chris.
No argument there.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
But just don't act like 27, 8, and 8 is a joke.
Those numbers don't matter when you don't make the playoffs.
It's not easy to get 20. You don't just wake up and get 27, 8, and 8.
Yes, but you also don't wake up 27, 8, and 8, but not make the playoffs in this league where half the teams make the playoffs in their sleep.
Just like I didn't kill like Michael Jordan in Washington. I gave him
props.
It's
always about, where did this come from? How come we even talking about Michael Jordan?
Can I get a word in edgewise?
Yeah, hey, I'm just trying. Nobody's talking about Mike. This is about.
I'm about to make a point. If you listen, you'll get the gist.
It's always about Michael Jordan.
I did not kill Michael Jordan. I don't think he hurt himself when he was 40 years old, giving them 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists on 44% shooting. I was like, that's legit. They didn't make the playoffs. They didn't sniff the playoffs. But he did his thing as a 40-year-old. Now, LeBron's not that far gone. He's still younger, 34. But I'm just saying, 27, 8, and 8. You're right. Bad year. Bad year with some leadership issues. Bad year. They're not going to make the playoffs. But don't bring in the 27, 8, and 8. Because that's not bad. Especially when you do it on 50% shooting. You can say all the other things, but don't mock the 27, 8, and 8.
Is it for LeBron? Is it about stats or winning championships?
It's about both, and he's not going to win the championship. Okay. So I'm saying
but Chris,
we can call this his worst year since, I don't know, his second year, whatever you want to do it. But just don't mock 27, 8, and 8 because how many players? There's probably 5 players in the league, if that could go out and on their best – in their best season, give you 27, 8.
But this is the difference.
Might not even be 5.
This is all I'm saying is I'm just going to repeat your words. LeBron and them are going to win 53 games. LeBron and them are going to go to the Western Conference Finals. LeBron and them.
I never guaranteed the Western Conference Finals.
I'm not worried about any team in the West because LeBron. Who are you afraid of? Those were your words. We could dig up the hot coat. Who are you afraid of?
No, ain't nobody running.
Who are you afraid of?
You saying this like you shaming me.
I'm not saying.
I said it with my chest, and I'll accept it with my chest.
Okay.
I'll accept the bullets. So bring them on. That's all you got?
Yeah, because LeBron
LeBron got hurt. Before he got hurt, they were the 4th seed.
But when they came back, LeBron was healthy, and he's putting up these numbers.
Wasn't himself.
You're bragging about the numbers, but they don't win.
I'm not bragging about the numbers. I'm telling you, don't count the numbers. That's all I'm saying.
The numbers don't add up the same way that they did in the past because they're in losing efforts.
Great numbers.
That's all I'm saying. Does it matter?
Yeah, it matters.
It doesn't matter the same.
Why is everybody after Anthony Davis? Because of the numbers. He ain't leading nobody anywhere.
Yeah, but last year.
Why is everybody like Karl Anthony Towns? Because of the numbers. He ain't leading nobody anywhere.
Yeah, but last year he went to the second round. In the West.
One time in
but he did it last
8 years.
That's why people look at him and go, "This guy can play." Now, in LeBron's case,
LeBron's case, you don't look at that. He only went to 8 straight finals, but no, you don't look at him.
No, he's in the Western Conference now, and everything changed. That's all.
Look, nobody's defending like.
I'm
I'm saying is you want to act like 27, 8, and 8 doesn't matter.
I didn't say that. I said that it's not the same 27, 8, and 8 as it was a year ago.
Who said it was?
That's the difference.
Who said it was?
I'm saying it's not the same. That's all.
I'm trying to think. Let me think out loud.
We here arguing about a guy who's got knocked out of the playoffs, who lost to the Hawks and to
Memphis. You want to mock 27, 8, and 8. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying it doesn't matter this year because he's not in the playoffs.
Well,
it's not the same.
It does matter because
it's not the same.
It'll count on his climb toward Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
But people will look back at this year.
Count on his climb in the all-time assist list.
That's why everybody, if you go look at the video, the Knicks are laughing at him when he got blocked yesterday. That's where LeBron is now.
That's fine.
That's where everybody is.
I mean, if you want to kill
they're looking at this year.
If you want to go there, go there. But don't get into the numbers because you're not making sense when you say 27, 8, and 8
I'm
is
telling
nothing.
you that I didn't say it was nothing. I never said that. You misquoted me. Where did I say that? I said that they're not the same. They're empty because of the playoffs.
No, they're not empty because you know when they're empty when you shoot 40% from the floor. That's when they're empty.
It's just filling a stat sheet. The pressure's off now.
Who else can do that?
It's just off.
No, he's done it all year. It ain't nothing
new.
We
could just go ahead.
When the pressure was on early on, he did it.
What happened in the fourth quarter yesterday?
He stunk.
Okay.
That's what happened. It happens. It's happened to Michael Jordan.
What?
LeBron
I didn't mention Michael Jordan today.
On Michael Jordan.
Did I mention Michael today at all? I didn't mention him. It's always about Michael.
What is it? It's funny. You think you clearly had an agenda.
No, what agenda?
Come in here because all that Chris Broussard bringing up Tom Brady and the Patriots.
I didn't say nothing.
You feeling yourself.
No, I'm not.
You wanted to. This wasn't even our topic.
Hey, Lee, what was on the topic
sheet? This was
sheet?
not. Don't tell him because we're going to get to that. This wasn't even our topic. And you came in here with an agenda because you got on a collared shirt and some penny loafers and think you can get with Broussard?
All I'm just telling you is 3 weeks ago when you poo-pooed me and you told me about LeBron and what he can do and how they were going to the playoffs and how the stars were aligned. We could pull the tape. And I sat here and I told you They're not good with LeBron, and they're not good without LeBron. This team, it was no good. And this is what I said. And this is even before the other guys got hurt. I'm talking about this team wasn't going to make the playoffs because they're not very good.
Oh, no, just stop it.
That's all.
Because you didn't say they weren't going to make the playoffs when the season started.
Hey, but when I looked at them,
you Nostradamus up in here.
No,
I know you feeling good
what did I
all
say?
the L's you've been taking, but this is the W
I'm
for
telling you.
I'm glad for you. Yes, let me give Rob Parker a standing ovation. Congratulations. LeBron James got hurt.
Rob Parker.
Anthony Davis trade rumors put the young boys in their feelings. And you were right.
I'm just telling you.
But don't act like you were that right because you predicted they make the playoffs just like everybody else.
And what did I say originally? What seed did I say originally, Chris?
7 or 8.
Okay,
so you were wrong.
So I was down there at the bottom.
You were wrong.
I didn't say that they.
Are they 7 or 8?
Who are you afraid of in the Western Conference? They can beat anybody except for the Warriors. They can't even beat the damn Memphis Grizzlies. That's with LeBron James.
So what? Nobody's defending that. All I'm saying is don't tell me 27. I'm not even saying he's the best player in the world anymore.
Oh, who is?
We'll find out in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
It might be Kevin Durant.
How about right now?
It might be Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Right now.
You don't become the best player in the regular season.
No, give me some right now. Who's playing best in the league?
You become the best player in the playoffs.
Right now.
So let's see.
Tell me who right now.
I know. I'm not like you where every other week it's a different best player in the world. Because you ain't saying James Harden anymore, probably.
What? James Harden is.
Oh, really? Okay. How many players in the league could average 27-8? Let's really count. James Harden.
He's going to the playoffs.
I don't even think Durant.
He's going to the playoffs.
Close to 8 assists.
Come on, who else? Give me some more names. They're all going to the play. They're not sitting at home come April. Who else?
Giannis.
Giannis is going to the playoffs. Who else?
Giannis hasn't done it, but he can.
Go ahead. Who else?
That's 2 players. I don't know who else. It helped me out. Anybody? No, I'm asking you to help me out. Who else?
They're all going to the playoffs.
And Giannis.
Right.
Who else can average 27, 8, and 8?
Russell Westbrook.
That's right. Yeah, because he averaged 30. He averaged 30.2. Right? So that's 3 players in the 4 players on Earth.
Are they all going to the playoffs?
They are.
Everybody except LeBron.
They are.
Okay.
You act like you hurting me. I don't get in my feelings. I said it with my CHEST, Mr. Big Chest up in here. You think you hurting a brother? You think I'm a shrink? I was wrong. So what? I ain't perfect.
Me Mr. Big Chest.
But I was only wrong because dude got hurt. LeBron James and the rest of the team got hurt.
Is that why they lost?
Yeah,
For
that's
real?
why.
That's why they're not?
And when he came back, he wasn't 100%.
Oh, so it's an injury.
You could see it. Yes, the injury.
It's funny because
against the Anthony Davis fiasco. Those 2 things are the main reason.
He had a triple-double against Atlanta, and they lost. He played 43
That's how
minutes.
good he is. I mean, honestly, when he can go out there and get 27, 8, and 8, a triple-double,
let's get the number
and
out
not
there.
be himself.
877-99 on
What's
Fox.
the question? We wasn't even supposed to go here, but you tried to challenge.
We're going to go here. And we'll go.
You tried to challenge. All right. 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Give us a call. LeBron James. How big of a failure was this season? No, let me put it out there because this is what you brought up. We all know it was a failure. I said it was a failure. 27, 8, and 8. Are those empty numbers?
Are they empty when you don't make the playoffs? When everybody?
Is that terrible?
He's the new NBA stat Padford.
Yeah,
that's what he is.
Like I said, 3 other men on earth can do that.
He is. Well, it's like,
and he's Pat Stafford, whatever you call him. He don't even get to the playoffs.
Stat Padford.
Never.
He went a couple years. Yes, he did.
Or twice in like 8 years or whatever it is.
Well,
but LeBron has been to the playoffs
him and LeBron got something in common this year. They both don't make the playoffs.
All I'm saying is don't say they pad and stat. 27, 8,
is
and 8
LeBron
is
the
hard to do.
Is LeBron the new NBA stat
your
Padford?
turn to weigh in. We'll continue the conversation with you. It's the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Wait a minute. I didn't introduce anybody.
Bye,
okay.
Rob.
Hey, real quick before we get to the calls, of course, Lee is our producer today. He's filling in for Rob G. Alex, our engineer. Deb Carson, our sports anchor, she'll keep us updated. Connor's the intern, and our media guru is Elijah. They're all on the other side of the glass.
Connor was just kissing kissing up to you earlier, talking about I love baseball.
Connor, you were just being
too
truthful.
Young to
Stop.
Love baseball,
You're too
man.
truthful. All right, come on. 877-99 on Fox. Let's do it. I know
Sean
LeBron
from Greensboro. What's happening?
What's up, fellas? Love the show, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you, man. From the time Ben Maller comes on to Clay Travis, Dan Patrick, Colin Cowherd, I pretty much keep it on all day in the background, and I look forward to 7 o'clock every day so I can listen to you guys.
Man,
appreciate
that makes
that,
our
brother.
day,
Thank
Sean,
you.
really.
Yes, sir. Man, normally I side with Chris on the cooler heads, but I'm a Laker fan, and I'm ready for LeBron to be gone. I'll just be honest with you. If those aren't empty numbers, I don't know what empty numbers are, man.
My point is this, Sean, and you're right. It's been a failed season. All I'm saying is there's plenty to criticize LeBron James about, but it is not easy to average 27, 8, and 8 on 50% shooting. That's all I'm saying. And if that's a bad season, then you saying something about the dude putting up those numbers.
No, you're 100% right on that. You're 100% right on that. That's not easy to do. But the man is a cancer.
Wow.
He's an entitled prima donna. And you know where I'm calling from. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool, true blue, Carolina blue Tar Heel. I would trade him straight up right now for Zion because that kid plays with a love for the game. LeBron looks like a businessman who is jaded and is ready to move on to the next phase of his life.
Now, wait a minute, Sean. You said LeBron's a cancer. You're wrong. He was born in May. He's a Taurus.
Sean liked that one. Thank you, Sean, for the call. We appreciate it.
I don't know what his
Rob
birthday is.
hasn't gotten a laugh like that in 7 years.
I don't even know what his birthday is.
Sean loved it. Keep calling, brother. All right.
Hey, Jay in Kentucky, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jay?
Hey, warm greetings from the Bluegrass State.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. It's a balmy 54 degrees here right now.
We won't tell you what it is in Los Angeles. We'll keep it to ourselves.
Keep it to yourself. Hey, listen, here's the deal. I'm listening to you guys debate about LeBron being, bad, being great. He's having a bad season. What's he like? Greatest of all time. I realized something yesterday. All of this stuff is very subjective. And even numbers are subjective.
No doubt.
Here's what I mean by that. NASCAR analogy. Kyle Busch waving a banner after he won yesterday. 200 wins. But wait a minute. That's 200 wins across 3 series. If you look at it that way, Darvish would have won 150 professional baseball games. Now, granted,
but we're not talking about that with basketball. It's all NBA.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like it's all subjective. You know what I mean? Everybody can kind of pound their chest, say LeBron's bad, LeBron's good, LeBron's just on a downturn, whatever. But this is all so subjective.
Hey, Jay,
you know what I mean?
Jay, it's not math. You're right. 2 and 2 is 4, no matter who's doing the math. And we got 3 hours to kill. So, yes, it's subjective. This is what we do. We talk sports. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate
is subjective,
it. Yes.
But some things are objective, like numbers, like wins.
Right.
You can't debate. They didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
It was a bad year.
Right. But also when we talk about it, and we do this all the time, we talk about the GOAT conversation. Everybody includes different things that mean something to them when they put in their GOAT conversation. Right. Some people could say you don't have to win a championship, and they would call you the GOAT. Other people don't think that you could be a GOAT if your team never won. So it just depends.
Right. Let's go to Will in Virginia. Will, you're on with the Odd Couple.
Hey, how you doing today, fellas?
What's
great,
up,
brother?
Chilling. All right, so your first guest pretty much summed up what I was saying in a nutshell, but I'm going to throw this out there real quick. Until LeBron James has more titles than Dwayne Wade, he can never be considered the GOAT. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
Well, why Dwayne Wade?
I come from South Florida, so I love, Miami Heat. I love them.
But are you saying Wade is as good as LeBron?
Say that again, sir?
Are you saying Wade is as good as LeBron?
Well, does LeBron have more titles than Wade?
It's not it's not based on titles.
Kobe's got more, and most people think LeBron's better than Kobe.
It's not about just titles. And you know
we
what?
agree. We don't think he's the GOAT.
No. Thanks for calling, Will. Appreciate it. Joe in Arizona, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. We agree on that. Right.
Joe,
hey,
you're
guys,
on.
First-time caller, man. I appreciate what y'all do.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, you got it, man. I just want to say that, I think the season's a failure, but I think you got to look at that in perspective and give it some context. I mean, they were in fourth place when LeBron got injured. He missed 18 games.
Did you hear that, Rob?
Wait a minute, Joe. When he came,
Christmas Day.
Joe, when he came back and they still were in the playoff hunt, what happened since then when he came back?
Well, and going forward, like I think it was Chris maybe brought up a few weeks ago that one of the biggest pieces that they're missing too since LeBron's been back is Lonzo.
Oh, stop!
I mean, hear me out though. I mean, he's been a great wing defender. Okay, and another point that you brought up, Rob, is that this was probably a few weeks ago. You brought up other teams have had injuries, but you brought up the Rockets specifically. But their injuries was Chris Paul. They still had James Harden, who's the best player on their
Capella was
team.
hurt too for a stretch, Chris, right?
Yep.
I mean, what Harden did.
Eric Gordon a few games.
Yes, what Harden did when those guys were all out says a lot, and he kept it afloat. If you remember, thanks for the call, Joe. We really appreciate you. Chris, they were on the brink of their season. Remember how they started? They were about to collapse.
That's why he's in the MVP race.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Why he and Giannis. One more. Let's go to Snow in Indiana. Snow, you're on with Chris and Rob.
Snow.
All right,
how
Snow,
what about
drop.
Charles?
Charles in Kentucky, quickly.
What's going on, guys?
How are you?
We're good.
Good, man. Love the show, man.
Thank
you guys
you.
are great, man.
Thanks.
Hey, I just want to say, man, everybody's all LeBron. The man's only human, you know what I'm saying? He's got to think about his future. So you can't say that he's not caring about the game. He's just not caring about that game.
All right, Charles, thanks for the opinion. We appreciate it. Great day to bring in our next guest. He is an NBA champion and analyst at FS1, a Duke alum who put in major work at Duke, went pretty deep in the tournament too. And now he's also going to co-host Fox Sports Sunday with Steve Hartman this weekend from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific time. None other than Dante Jones.
Dante, what up?
How are you, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
We're good, man. It's great to have you on. Man, look, let's just get to the chase. Because Rob Parker was trying to jump all over me in the first hour.
What?
He was just acting like, look, we know this year has been a failure for LeBron and the Lakers, right? But right. I'm saying don't poo-poo 27, 8, and 8. That's all I'm saying.
And Dante, all I'm saying is that those numbers, while impressive,
now you're going to throw in while impressive.
Are empty this year because of what happened. And people could talk about revisionist history, how they were the 4th seed. When LeBron came back, they had a chance to make the playoffs, and they could have done it by beating those bad teams that they didn't do it even when LeBron was playing. So that's why the numbers to me are empty.
So here's the question we'll throw to you, Dante. Is LeBron slipping? He's still a great player, but is he slipping? Is he, he's not quite what he was even a year ago? Is that fair?
I wouldn't say that's fair at all, number one. Number two, he was averaging these numbers before he got hurt, correct?
Yes.
So they were 4th seed before he got hurt. He gets hurt, he misses, 18 games?
Dante, come on, man. Come on, I'm not.
Let me finish, Rob.
Let me finish. So if he's averaging these numbers as a 4th seed, he misses 18 games. He comes back for the last 25 games are the games. 5 of them were the ones that made this season not important. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So he's averaging the bulk of his games this year were when they were in playoff contention. So how do these numbers don't mean anything?
Dante, did you see the teams that they lost to when they fell out of the playoffs? LeBron played in those games. He also didn't play a stick of defense. Yes, it does matter because those are the games you got to win.
See, the guys that are the biggest LeBron haters are the ones that pick out plays.
I'm not a hater. I'm a reporter. 33 years in journalism. I'm not a hater. No, I'm not. I'm not a blogger on my mom's couch.
I expect way more of you to have that many years in journalism to find somebody's game defensively on 1 or 2 plays, especially when you play 30-plus minutes. That's out of control.
Dante,
because you can pick plays from anybody in the association that they took 1 or 2 plays off, especially if they're high usage individuals on the offensive end.
So
go ahead and finish.
So LeBron had a great year according to you, right? He had a great year. He should be in the MVP 27, 8, and 8.
Not saying
he should
all
be in the
that,
MVP
Nobody's
voting, right?
That.
No,
Why?
27, 8, and 8 does not put you in the MVP voting when you're not winning.
Right.
Winning,
Nobody's saying that.
So a team that's winning at the top, why Giannis is going to get it this year? Because they're the best. He's playing at a high level, and they're the best team in this.
It's just funny that everybody keeps bringing up when LeBron was out. I also saw Houston survive with James Harden playing without Chris Paul and without Capella. And you know what? This season didn't fall apart. This season didn't go down the tubes.
But they still have pieces that are better than the Lakers pieces right now. They have veterans that know their roles, and if you can win with right now, that team is different than the LA Laker team, and you can't even put them up against each other. And they didn't lose their best
much
player.
Better coach.
Go look at the start of the season and how bad they were.
I will give you that. Huh?
Dante, let me ask you this. You heard Clyde Frazier's criticism of LeBron. You were a teammate of LeBron's. What is it like to play with him? Is he getting a bad rap when people say he's not a good teammate? I even heard one commentator on the other network say he was a horrendous teammate. So tell us about your experience with him and how is he as a teammate?
That's absolutely incorrect. And you understand that, Chris. I tell you this all the time. I came from a place as his competitor where I really didn't like the man. So it took a lot for me to change my opinion on him and what he brings to a team and his level of concentration and his level of professionalism and just be a great overall guy and teammate. So I came from competing him on a nightly basis to thinking he's cheating, to think that he's not all people say he is. And then you watch him work on a daily basis and you understand the madness behind the man that you see out there just destroying people. And he is a great teammate. He leads by example more than anything. He might not be one of the most vocal leaders that you know, but he's one of the guys that leads by example, tries to do things the right way, is always prepared, never has anything negative to say about anybody. He's just an overall a good teammate, and I think it's unfair that you get this criticism at this point in time because it has nothing to do with the game of basketball. Just because he was sitting at the end of the bench, I can show you times over film or over broadcast where he's always at the end of the bench.
Yeah, but when you're not going to the playoffs and when you've already put your team out there a couple times, there was times when LeBron didn't cover his man and he threw his hands up in disgust as if to be like, well, where are you guys? Where's the help? Where's the defense? And it's his man who's the one who was wide open. So we've seen the other sides. I think a lot of it is just optics. Can you just, when you look at LeBron and you see him standoffish, sometimes there's been video of him sitting there standing away from his team while Luke Walton has a board and they're going over plays, and LeBron's not even in the huddle. So when you see that and you see him not sitting next to his team and his team is not winning, he looks like he's not engaged.
It just looks worse because you can show play times in the finals or in the conference finals in the regular season when they were winning that he was doing the same thing. He's being his same person that he always is. When he comes out the game, he doesn't get that many breaks. So for him to be standing up in the huddle when it's his small window of break, like that makes no sense.
He's standing there. I'm talking about he's standing with his back to Luke Walton and his team. He is standing. He's not sitting resting.
For a person that's always engaged and one of the best basketball minds in basketball, like some people have to be engaged in the huddle because they will never know what's going on if they're not. He's involved in everything. He can give you plays that happened 2 nights ago, play by play.
Was he involved?
Like, he's not a person that has to be involved in every huddle, every time out, looking for Luke for direction. By no means.
Was he involved in putting the team together that they have, the veterans on the 1-year contracts, and was he involved in that?
Well, veterans on a 1-year contract made sense, and you might do the same thing if there's nothing in that free agency class that's going to get you over. And when the next year's free agency class is one of the best in recent times, then you might put people on a 1-year deal as well. Why would you lock up money when you got guys
I'm just
like
saying
Kyrie
that. I'm
Irving,
just saying,
Kawhi
but those
Leonard,
are the. I'm just
KD
saying those are the guys that he
free
picked,
class.
though. I'm saying he's involved. You got to admit that.
Dante, you are making very sound, reasoned, logical statements.
Please give me what you would have invested money in the last free agency class. Please give me a different.
All I'm asking you is,
would you have given DeMarcus Cousins money when he was hurt?
All I'm asking you is, when that team was put together, Chris, you even said it, and a lot of guys. Where's the 3-point shooting? When that team was put together,
three-point shooting on the market. There was no three-point shooter on the market, so what did you buy?
So then you basically decided that I'll take anybody because of I'm holding on to money. I don't have what I need to be able to make the playoffs. So basically, sold out.
No,
this
he was
season.
thinking he could make the playoffs.
How?
You're not. But what I'm
Because they
asking
thought
you,
they'd make it with playmakers.
What would you have done differently? Please give me a plan.
I'm not a GM. I'm a sports writer.
But you're acting like one right now. What would you
No,
have done?
all I'm saying
you're
is
a convenient GM and saying you shouldn't have not done that. But
all
you're
I
not giving
know
me
is
something that you should
I'm
have
telling
done.
you that everybody, when they put together that team, looked at the roster and was like,
But hold on, LeBron had input, but it's not all on.
But
LeBron
he had
either.
input, right?
He had input,
Okay.
but so the buck stops with Magic.
So Magic blew it.
No, Magic's the president. He could have said no. LeBron was locked up for 4 years.
Okay,
it wasn't like he's going anywhere. And LeBron has some responsibility, but I'm just saying you can't put it all on LeBron.
All I'm saying is the problem I have is once LeBron came back, they still had a chance to make the playoffs, and they lost to the Knicks, and they lost to New Orleans, and they lost to Memphis, and LeBron played in all. And they lost to the Hawks, and they lost to New Orleans without AD. LeBron played in every single one of those games. So when I keep hearing about what they were when LeBron was the players when they were out or when LeBron was out, LeBron played. That's what I don't get.
But what I'm saying, my whole point is, listen, he came back from injury. They didn't handle their business. That's it. Period. Point blank. Like they didn't have a team that was going to win the championship. Do we agree on that?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so they weren't going to win a championship. They came back from turmoil. They had some young, inexperienced guys in the sense of never being involved in trade rumors. You have injuries going on left and right. They didn't have a full roster all year long, so they didn't win a stretch of 5 games that would determine the rest of their season. Okay, that's what it is in a nutshell. 5 games determined their season, whether they would make the playoffs, whether they get momentum going into the postseason. They didn't get it done. That's it.
All right, Dante, great stuff, man. Seasoned, reasoned, logical, sound. We appreciate the knowledge, brother.
Thank you so much.
All right, my man, later.